Hello, friends. Welcome back to the Coldwave Monarch ELO Challenge. It's episode 3. Do not be alarmed by what you see on the screen. This is not the deck, however, it might look like it. Since episode 2, I was able to look up online some other lists of some top players who played Monarchs in the past. And what you're looking at before you is one of Alefia's lists back from 2021. He called this Coldwave Zoo, which I found very funny, obviously referencing the existence of 3 Berserk Gorilla in the deck, and also, I guess, Abyss Soldier. You'll see on the surface that the decks are actually very similar to the one that we're running, except there are a few notable differences. The first is that he only played 2 Monarchs, and we were playing 4. We maxed out on Brain Control, where he has more Coldwave. He's playing Mystic Tomato, 2 Steins, and some DD Assailants. There's also this very, very spicy embodiment of a Popus, which is very fun, of course. So what can we learn from this, right? So we can look here and think, is there anything here that is worthy of our consideration? And I think the answer is yes. I'm not sure how much of a change we should make this early on in the challenge. Maybe we should just really dive in and play a deck like this, but I'm really kind of attached to the idea of maxing out Brain Control for the time being. This deck was not built, I think, to support 3 Brain Cons. There is another one in the side. So I think that we can still take some lessons from here and make some changes. So let's hop over to the changes I have made. Here we go. So there's not very many, I would say, but the changes that I make, I think, are going to be impactful. So the first is that we added 2 monsters. The first is this Mystic Tomato. When I was listening to Alefia's deck profile, it reminded me that Mystic Tomato can search out Cyberstein. And one thing about this deck is that I think that despite we're playing Cyberstein, we're not really prioritizing it in any particular way. There's Last Will, of course, but that has kind of anti-synergy with our Brain Control, and sometimes we'll draw Cyberstein, and it won't really work. And so I think that having an additional searcher that isn't Last Will in the deck will be really good. It also, of course, grabs Sangan, and in a pinch, it can grab a Spy. In addition to that, I decided to add in Jinzo to the main. Now that I'm thinking about it, it felt like a really natural thing that we should be doing for 2 things. First is to max out the potential of Brain Control. We really want to have a tribute monster in our hand at all times. Otherwise, these Brain Controls can just sit in the hand, and if the opponents are setting, there's nothing we can really do to interact. So we really kind of want to capitalize on the situation whenever we can. In order to put Jinzo in, I took out 1 Royal Decree. And it makes sense, I think, that we would rather have Royal Decree on legs, right? One that we can bring back with Call of the Haunted or Premature Burial. And so it really actually, I think, increases the number of Royal Decrees we're playing in deck, despite the fact that we took 1 out. I'm very kind of I'm proud of our deck in terms of its matchup against things like Burn, because we have this Royal Decree, we have Jinzo, we have 2 Mobius in main, an additional 1 in the side, we have the Cold Waves and then another Cold Wave inside. And so I was reluctant to take out this Royal Decree. You'll see it's not even in the side. But I think I can get over that. I think that our matchup is already so strong that we don't need to make it any stronger. We should focus on other matchups instead. So unless I'm forgetting something, I think that is really the only change I made to the main. It was adding Jinzo, subtracting a Royal Decree, adding Mystic Tomato, and subtracting Delinquent Duo. So this is another Alefia special. If you noticed in his deck profile, he also was not maining Delinquent Duo. He made the argument that what the opponent has in their hands isn't necessarily very important to this deck, because your game plan involves destroying their presence on board and going in. I think that this applies even more to this deck because we want the opponent to have monsters that we can grab with brain control and then tribute off for our own monsters or just win the game. And so I think Delinquent Duo is too good of a card to not put in the side. I can see us sliding this in as the very first card when we're deciding that one of our cards isn't very good. For example, let's say Grand Marg is just not good in the matchup. Very easy side in for Delinquent Duo, I think. Apart from that, this is my own creation, but I'm not sure if it's very, very good. Gillosaurus. Gillosaurus. It is an Earth. It is a special summon. The effect that your opponent can special summon a monster doesn't have to be applied. If they don't have anything in graveyard, then they just don't get it. It's also optional for them. And so if we do this early on, while they don't have a worthwhile target, this is just a free special summon that we can sack off for a Monarch, even better with Last Will. Now, in Alethea's list, he talked a little bit about Abyss Soldier and how he felt that it underperformed. Of course, the combination with Sinister Serpent is very good, but he felt it didn't come up enough. And so he replaced it with other monsters with the hopes to increase the Earth count to play a third Gigantes, which is really the star. I think that it's possible that we could side out the entire water package, including Tribe Infecting Virus, including Sinister Serpent, in exchange for 2 King Tiger Wanghu, 2 Gillosaurus, and then we'll find a way to get the Gigantes in. I think it could be really powerful in cases that we don't think that Abyss Soldier is doing enough. It would also incidentally increase the utility of Giant Rat because Gillosaurus is a target for that. But it does have the anti-synergy of King Tiger Wanghu not allowing you to summon Giant Rat or Exiled Force or Injection Fairy Lily. So there might be a conflict there that we need to unravel. Maybe we'll do it today on this episode. So let's go ahead and jump over to Ladder. I think this is the deck we're going to run with. Hopefully we won't just lose because that would be embarrassing. All right, partner found. Scissors. Scissors. Rock. Ooh, we lose. Ooh, it looks like my format's not perfect here. There's some glitching going on. Not sure what to do about that. I think maybe we'll try refreshing the page once. Oh, now it's very broken. Uh-oh. You see, when you inject random CSS and JavaScript into Dueling Book, this might sometimes happen that that things get a little bit broken. Oh my, it's still broken. Hex head cannon. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's not very functional. Let's see if we can maybe disable it for now. I feel so bad for the opponent. We're making them wait. I feel bad for you. We're making you wait. Okay. Sorry. All right, let's get rid of ref panel and Dory. Okay. It's not going to be beautiful, but it is going to be functional, hopefully. Oh, this person's nice. Okay. What can we do here? I think that we want to go aggressive. The decks that usually play X-Head Cannon are... This could be limiter removal. Machine Gate is a popular deck that plays X-Head Cannon. I could Tribe. I could set Gravekeeper Spy. I think I'll do that. Oh man. Our opponent is throwing stuff down. I'm scared. Hmm. I wonder if dueling book might be a little bit too loud. See if I can reduce that slightly. There. Sorry for the difficulties. I think we're definitely going to run into them, unfortunately. Though I suppose you can use this as an opportunity for you to let me know if you think that the style I applied to dueling book is good, if it's worthwhile, if it's aesthetic. Ooh, Reckless Greed. Did you know that is at 1 in goat format? It feels... Oh, okay, we're going to keep track with the token. That's smart. That tells me this duelist has dueled before. That is not something you do if you are a novice at the game. Flips our Gravekeeper Spy. We get another Spy. A pro set Swords of Revealing Light is very interesting. Another X head cannon. That's fine. I expect limiter removal in our future, but that doesn't seem like great value. Oh my goodness, frontline base. Oh, I underestimated this person. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy. I've never seen a deck like this before. I've never seen anyone do this. I might need to ask them for their list after. This is incredible. What does this one do? You can target a face down spell trap. Oh no, that's not good. That's not good. If we lose to this, it'll be pretty sad. We ditched the limiter removal. Dimension fusion. He's gonna get another one. Oh, this is very upsetting. Of course, we have tribe, which is will delete all of his monsters, but oh my gosh, luminous spark. Now everything's huge. Now all of his X-head cannons can get over our Gravekeeper spies, and so we're gonna take quite a bit of damage here. The positive thing is that the opponent doesn't get to draw for the next 2 turns, and so they really went all in on this. They just got kind of unlucky that I have tribe in hand. What is the pitch off of tribe? Definitely not last will. Probably Abyss Soldier. I'm gonna write him so. Nutty? Oh no, he admitted defeat. Yeah, I think that we certainly win there, but it's unfortunate because that was very funny. Okay. So I think Coldwave Coldwave is excellent here. Um, golly, I don't even know. I think we don't need the Nox. Um, Torrential seems good. Sword seems good. Delinquent Duo seems good. Frontline base. I've seen this card before, and I really wanted to make it work myself, but I think this duelist might might be far ahead of me in terms of that. I think Zaborg can work. I don't know if we need Jinzo. He didn't even normal yet. That's funny. That's right, he didn't, because he already had the X-Head cannon. Alright, so we need 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 2 more. Um, spell traps should be removed. Or maybe the rat package. I'm actually kind of stumped. Oh, he's right. He could have killed Limiter. All right, now I'm very I'm very concerned. I think he could have, couldn't he? He pitched it, but I think that did I take 4,000 damage? I think I did. Yeah, 2,000. Yeah, I certainly did. Wow, that ooh, that doesn't feel good. Hit him with a think. Certainly, advantage of playing a rogue deck is that people don't know how to side against it. I could just side nothing. I really want to get rid of the Nox though. Maybe don't need the Coldwave. Maybe Stein is too dangerous. Alright, that's gonna have to do. Our hand is interesting. Called the Haunted plus Royal Decree is not, it's not bad. Monster Gate. Oh goodness. What am I even gonna call this deck for the spreadsheet? XYZ, I guess. Brain control is strong here. Mirror Force. I think we Graceful Charity. I don't think we need all of these cards. Oh wow. That is incredible. Those are, I guess Zavork would have been better than Grand Mark here, but other than that, those are like the best cards possible. I don't think we want Decree. We definitely want BrainCon. Mirror Force is good. Heavy Storm is good. We could get greedy and ditch Grand Marg. I think we should. No, we want a monster on field. Maybe we don't care about Heavy Storm. Yeah, we don't care about Heavy Storm. I feel so bad for this person because they're playing a great deck, but we're just sacking them. I think we Brain Con, get Grand Mark for no value, but still attack over. Or do we just set Spy? I think we set Spy instead. No value seems bad. Hit him with the eye emoji. Monsters Engrave means that we probably should not set call, but I think we are. No, we're not. I mean, he has no cards, and so I really shouldn't. I shouldn't worry so much. Alright, we're gonna special Spy in attack mode. And then we're going to sack the one we specialed, Grand Mark. I guess we should have Coldwaved here, perhaps. I'm kind of all over the place. Yeah, Coldwave would have been the play. That's unfortunate. We also would have just won the game, I think, if we had call set. So we don't want to use Gigantes here, I don't think. Because we don't want to banish. I think the opponent's lagging a little bit. I think we're definitely going to win, but this wasn't a great first duel, I think, to show off our our change deck because things are a little bit jank. I feel weird in these situations because I don't want to go to battle phase and attack because it feels like it's rude, but it also feels okay, good. Yeah, I don't know. There's kind of a weird etiquette on Dueling Book, I think, that it's easy to be really kind of mean because it's difficult to tell whether somebody's lagging or not. And so I think it's best to just be kind to your opponents and assume that they're trying. Okay. Here we play Coldwave. Chain call. GG. May you send the next person to the Shadow Realm. Okay, well that was scuffed. That was scuffed in a lot of different ways. But it is a win, which you know what that means. Going over here. Point. 160 ELO. That's not bad. That's not bad. It is, in fact, actually the highest amount of ELO we got from a match so far. Oh my goodness, it's only episode 3 and I fear that we're falling apart. I wonder if we're only going to go down from here. I wonder if 160 is the highest we'll ever get, and this XYZ deck was the last opponent we'll ever beat. I'm not sure. Alright, let's hop back on ladder. It seems I'm going to have to roll a die now instead of just taking the RPS generator's suggestion, unfortunately. It's very sad that we can't have our friends. I suppose we could, but then you guys wouldn't be able to see the life points. So I guess we'll have to be friendless. You will have to be my friend. So whether you like that or not, if you're not here to be my friend, unfortunately you must leave, and you can come back for episode 4. Right? Oh, we lost. It's because I rolled the die. Hit him with the good luck, have fun. 98 ELO. Okay, so to talk a little bit about the ELO system generally, I'm going to mansplain to you, which is that it's a zero-sum system. Every point that he gets, he must take from someone else. And so if we want any points, we have to take it from him. So because he's already beneath the minimum ELO, I'm actually not sure if we can get more than just like 1 for winning. But if we lose, we'll lose a lot of ELO. And so it's very important for us to win. That being said, somebody with 98 ELO, it means that their deck is probably not going to be meta. So perhaps we don't have much to worry about. In our hand, of course, we have Exiled Force and Last Will. And what comes to mind immediately is Cyberstein. Unfortunately, we're going second, because otherwise we could have set Gravekeeper Spy, then done the Exiled play, and we would have 2 monsters, then Cyberstein, and then the Fusion monster, which would have really gotten a lot of damage. I'm gonna hit him with the... You okay? Check in a little bit. CR8 Gaming. I hope you can appreciate that. I'm really kind of just doing this for fun. I will say one of my big inspirations for videos like this is that you will not okay. People are trying to intimidate us this time. Oh, they grab spy. Okay. I think it's Abyss Soldier. But yeah. So the reason I really wanted to kind of do this is that I really enjoy the content creators that make stuff for Goat, but there are not very many of them, and so I always felt kind of bad. I think that our format deserves a little bit more. Go Gorilla. Sangan. Okay. I think our format deserves a little bit more attention, a little bit more love from the people who are already playing on ladder. And one of the things I love to do is fall asleep to videos like this. I am a big fan of falling asleep to Yu-Gi-Oh videos. I'm also a big fan of some like real-time strategy games. I watch a lot of T90 with Age of Empires. Oh, Sook is not great for Berserk Gorilla. This soldier would have been better, but actually all of our cards are weak to Sook. That's not great. We might lose. We might lose, but that's okay. The whole point of this is that I'm kind of just doing this for fun. We have no real serious ambitions with the project other than to get Grand Mark as high as possible. So I'm probably not going to edit very much of the videos. You're gonna get like a raw experience. We're gonna hang out together. Time seal. We're gonna hang out together and give them a thumbs up. We're gonna hang out together as if you're here with me. And if you were here with me, you would be experiencing all these difficulties too. So we do not get the draw. Unfortunately, we cannot summon Exiled Force for value for Last Will. We should not summon Tribe Infecting Virus. We could set it because Sook can't get over it, but I think definitely just passing is the answer. Time Seal is an interesting card. Pot of Greed is also an interesting card. But Time Seal is good because it's pretty much a guaranteed 1-for-1, so long as you don't lose the game before your opponent draws next time. The opponent has a lot of cards. They have 7, we have 4. A little bit of crossout is generally quite good, but we really kind of want Last Will with Exiled Force, and we want to summon something that is not weak to Sook. What in our deck fills that requirement? We can get Tomato, which would get Sangan, or Cyberstein, which would help us out a little bit. I think we'll do that. I imagine opponents do not like to see Last Will dropped because there are a lot of decks that can take advantage of it much better than our deck does. So of course we summon Stein and we can just win the game off of that, but some other decks might have a little bit more power, specifically with Last Will. Okay. Exile Force. Oh, I think that also negates... I think that negates Last Will. I think because he never gets to the field, Last Will does not trigger, I'm pretty sure. So I think we're probably just going to lose. Mask of Darkness. Okay, so this is... this gamer is actually playing a deck that is not bad. The idea, of course, is to loop Mask of Darkness with Tsukiyomi so that he can continuously get Solemn Judgment or Time Seal so that we just can't play the game. That's going to be tough. Of course, the masks are gone, and so that combo is gone, which is great for us, but... Ugh. Theoretically, if this is Sook, we can get over it with Tribe, but if it's not Sook, then Tribe will get over... Or Sook will get over our Tribe. We could set Ring to go for the Sook. Attack with Tribe. I think we just set Ring and pass. Because if this is MST or Dust Tornado, then we would just lose there, I think. That's not a great outcome, but it's not bad either. Unfortunately, I took out Mystic Swordsman level 2 from our side to make some room for the new Earth package. So, so that's not great. That's interesting that he didn't just summon Sook to flip Dark Mimic level 1 back down. Unfortunately, this is also a deck that would work really well with Royal Decree, but we also took that out. Alright, what do we want with Sangan? Something that is Sook-proof. Not Mystic Tomato. I don't think Giant Rat either. We could get our Spies. Did we already lose a Spy? We did lose a Spy. I'm just out of it. We could get a Spy as a defensive option. I think Mystic Tomato is good though, because we can get Spy off of Mystic Tomato. I don't have high hopes for this game though. Our opponent has 8 cards to our 3, so they are 4 cards ahead, and they have draw priority. Ooh. Oh no. I guess this is probably Delinquent Duo. Yeah, he already has enough cards. Maybe we concede. Maybe not. I'm not sure what card really turns this around, though. Injection Fairy Lily. Attack would be good. I don't think we care about Moth going down. I think we care more about Sook. We care more about Sook. Or do we not? I think, no, you know what? I think we take it. I think we take it, and we try to get something like Berserk Gorilla out. And then if we can hit over Dark Mimic level 1, we can win with Ring. I think that has to be the play. He cannot change Dark Mimic level 1 to defense mode. Though I guess if he asked me if he could instead. I can't imagine this duelist doesn't know that rule. This is not a deck that you would play if you don't know how Yugioh works. Okay. I'm surprised he didn't ask me to take it back. Maybe he still will. He's thinking over there. And you know, so I talked about how cute she was in episode, I think 1 maybe, or maybe it was 2, I don't remember. But I called her Mudracker. Is it Mudraker? There's no C. But that's, I know what the word means. It's like somebody who like digs up like news and stuff, of course. But I've never actually heard anyone say it before. But it's Raker, isn't it? But yeah, she's adorable. She is adorable. And so is this Ring of Destruction. Okay. Big monster off the top. Big monster. Brain control. That's very not good. But also statistically likely to occur, considering how many we have. He's going to get another Pot of Greed. I think what we just said. The only good thing about this situation is that he can't loop Mask of Darkness anymore, and he's not actually putting out that much damage. And so unless he has Heavy Storm here, I think we're okay. I don't think we'll immediately lose, at least. Unfortunately, he might flip Dark Mimic to defense mode this turn. That's Heavy Storm. Do we just concede? I think we just concede. Or maybe we play it out. We'll play it out. You shouldn't quit if you still have life points. But that was our win condition. I wonder if I triggered the heavy because I set an extra card, or if he drew it for turn this time. He very successfully manhandled me though. Gotta think about our siding. We'll definitely bring in Royal Decree. We'll switch one of the brain controls for Soul Exchange. I wonder if Gillosaurus would be good here. I think probably not. I think Abyss Soldier's better. The Monarchs are it's gonna be tough because of all the solemn judgments that we're expecting. And the Time Seal is chainable. Things like Mirror Force aren't. Yeah. Well, they have a lot of cards, and we do not. Just having a set Moth here too is pretty bad. Because there's not much that we can do. You know what? I think I'm gonna admit defeat. I'm gonna admit defeat. I don't want him to see Grand Mark. I don't want him to be very aware of what's going on. Oh, I talked about citing a Royal Decree, but I took it out. I had so much logic about that. Oh, my goodness. Dreadful Tribute, Trap Dust Shoots, Coldwave, Soul Exchange, Delinquent Duo. Swords? No. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What are cards that are not as good? I think Lily's not as good, which makes Rat not as good. I don't know if we want the Stein package anymore. We need one more card. I think Coldwave is too good to not bring in the extra copy. Maybe one more Brain Con. Because they're not summoning a whole bunch of monsters in attack mode. They're summoning no monsters in attack mode. Okay. The starting hand's not fantastic. We don't really have a good monster to begin play with. I think we might just pass, unfortunately. CR8 Gaming says bro. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, we might lose a lot of yellow here, but that is part of the challenge. We don't want to lose Knock. We want to lose Tribe and BrainCon. Tribe and BrainCon are the two pitches. Oh my goodness. Of course, I was hoping that he would go the other way. He would choose the other side of the deck, but I think we ditched Tribe because we can bring it back with Premature Burial. BrainCon, you could argue, is weaker. Oh my goodness. Oh no. This episode is scuffed. I wonder what's the thumbnail gonna be? It's gonna be Frontline Days. I think it's gotta be. But it could be something much worse. Royal Decree. We love it. Okay. This is probably something like Time Seal or Solemn Judgment. So we're gonna summon Breaker. And we're gonna try to pop it. Solemn, okay. Battle phase. This is probably Mask of Darkness. Off. Oh no. Okay, well, that's okay. Because we can set our entire hand. Except for Gigantes. Obviously, Heavy Storm is very, very bad. Oh no, he wrote LOL. Oh. Oh no. None of them are chainable. Yeah, I don't know what to do there. Maybe playing around heavy was correct. I just don't think that's true. Yeah, sometimes you just lose. Sometimes you just lose. That being said, we are 2 cards behind. He now has draw priority. So we're down 2. That's not insurmountable. Jinzo. If this is Solemn, we kind of just lose. But I think we have to go for it. The only trap card you can activate is Solemn. Column Sentry. Okay. That's a +1. Unfortunately, we did go -1 to Sack Breaker. And so we're still in the same situation, except now we have Jinzo. I wonder what his deck's outs to Jinzo are. We really need an Earth monster. Ideally, we would draw Exiled Force next. That is, in fact, an Earth monster. Oh, it's painful. Okay. Well, we got a +1 from going over Moth, but he negated that with Pot of Greed. Now when he uses Pot of Greed, he will get a +2. And so he actually went 1 card up on us in that exchange. Oh no. He now has 7. We have 3, and so he is 3 up. Nobleman of Crossout. Unfortunately, Suk gets over Berserk Gorilla next turn. And now all his traps are live. Yeah, he kind of really just had everything. I wouldn't be upset so much if his ELO were higher. If he had 1,000 ELO, then this would be fine losing here. But, ugh. Match steal. Oh, I guess we got our damage in. If you'll even let us. Losing Berserk Gorilla here wouldn't be that big of a deal. he have duo in hand? I don't remember. Going through the duel lock. Pot of Greed, Magician of Faith. Yeah, he has Delinquent Duo in hand. That's right, because we lost these 3. But he's still left with Delinquent Duo, right? It's not like we got rid of it by playing around it. Oh. This is not looking great. Oh, he has MST as well. Oh, that means that Snatch would not have worked out no matter what. I wonder after attacking this if he'll get greedy and not use Delinquent Duo. Though if he uses it, top deck Berserk Gorilla, assuming that these 2 are not real, wins the game. Mirror Force. Very good. We can use our entire hand. I think we have an outside chance of not losing this game, only because his life points are so low. Though I think his life points being low is kind of part of his game plan. He's not answering my thumb. So we're just going to attack. That is inevitable. Deck penetration is greater than ours. Exiled Force. Ugh. A 1-for-1 trade in this situation is not very good because he has so many more cards than we do. But unfortunately, we cannot afford for him to get even more cards. Oh, wow. Okay. So this is probably Mask of Darkness, and he's gonna get back another Solemn Judgment. Dekoichi. Okay. Summon Sook. If he summons Sook and attacks with Sook, I think I have to Mirror Force. So that he can't just keep doing this loop. But an unfortunate part about our deck is that when we're down to very little resources, a lot of our top decks are dead. Our Brain Controls are dead. Our Soul Exchange are dead. All of our Monarchs are dead. Our Soul Exchange is dead. I think we do set it though. There is an argument to be made to keep it in hand so that we can tempt him to use Delinquent Duo to get his life points lower. We do still have 8,000. I'm all doom and gloom, but he hasn't actually touched my life points yet, and he's used a whole bunch of his own resources. The thing that made me want to set his Soul Exchange is that he has already used MST and Heavy Storm, and so I can't imagine he has that much Spell Trap removal left. And it would be really great if we can draw the Monarch off the top. Unfortunately, Jinzo is already banished, so the Monarch we would want is probably Mobius. Well, now that he's set a monster, I guess Grandmark's better. Okay, that doesn't do much for us. It lets us shuffle our deck, which is maybe good. We can get the better cards on top and put the worst cards on the bottom. It's interesting that he's playing Dark Mimic level 1. He's playing more than one. Makes you wonder how many Dekoichi he's playing. He might be playing 3 and 3, and then another Mimic is in his hand. I think that this deck gets stomped on by most meta decks because it's going to be too slow. Oh, that's an unfortunate card to see. However, we do have Soul Exchange. So if we get Grandmark, we can grab Dekoichi and pop Golem Sentry. Yantis. We do have Earths to fuel him. Do we attack Dekoichi or the Golem Sentry? I think we have to attack the Golem Sentry, unfortunately. We will banish Gigantes. Alright, you know what that was? That was a +1. We just... In that turn, we have one more card than our opponent had. If we keep doing that over and over, we'll win. Sinister Serpent. Wow. Okay, well, we have to draw a Monarch or else we lose. And the Monarch we have to draw... I don't even know. Mobius. All Bahanad. Okay. Well, we don't lose. Because we can force him to use Tribe Effect in battle phase. We'll get back Gigantes, which is too big for him to attack over, and then he'll have to use Tribe Infecting Virus. So we've lost, definitely, but it's not sportsmanlike to quit before you're sure, even though we quit last game before we were sure. It's unfortunate that these duels have taken such a long time too, because I don't think we're going to have time to get in a third. He should switch them to defense mode, or at least to Koichi. But he will not. And the reason he's not is because he has 8 cards and we have 1. And so he does not need to play in such a way. Grandmark. Okay. Okay. Legendary Jiu-Jitsu Master. Okay, does he have an out to Grandmark? I think he does, right? He has Sook in hand. So, oh, no, I got rid of it with Mirror Force. Sook is a problem for us, isn't it? Does he have an immediate answer to Grandmark? Seems not. Just kidding, he does. Hit him with the GG. Our rating decreased by 4. That's not nearly as bad as I thought. I guess I was being very kind of pretentious with my own ELO because we were only at 160. And so we also can't fall that far. And I did mention in episode 1 that if we are to lose, losing early is strategically better. And so, yeah, I'm interested to hear what you guys think about this, whether there was something I could have done there. I think that we just got unlucky in a way that sometimes you will not win because your opponent is just on it that game. And so here we are. We're at 156. We've played 8 matches so far, which means that we're very close to rounding that significant 10 spot, the 10 matches, which I think will give us a little bit maybe more of an expectation on how we might end the season. But this is still early days. This is still episode 3. The duels might have been kind of silly this episode, but that's what we're here for. So I hope you join me next time.